So we have our large, medium, and small candle. I'm going to light them for about 1 hour, and we're going to see which candles burn fastest, what happens to the wax, comparing this candle does not have a coating, it's just the wax. This candle has a metal outside, and this candle has a plastic outside. So we're going to figure out which candle can burn the longest, which one burns the fastest, and how the outsides, the size of the candle might affect that. This is the before. So the standard is MSETS1-3, so it's an engineering design standard. The standard is analyze data from tests to determine similarities and differences among several design solutions to identify the best characteristics of each that can be combined into a new solution to better meet the criteria for success. So I have had 3 candles burning for about 30 minutes now, but we're gonna let them go for a full hour. What's gonna happen is the students will observe the candles at 30 minutes and then again at 1 hour when we blow the candles out. The students are going to compare and contrast the different sizes of the candles and how that might affect how fast the candles burn. They can also, one way to enhance this would be to have different colors of wax and to observe if that would make a difference on how fast the candles burn. They can also compare and contrast the containers that the candles are in, whether there's not a container, if it's glass, plastic, anything like that. And then finally they're going to create a design and decide if they were to make a candle, what would they do? How big would they make it? Would they put it in a container? They would come up with all these different materials and how they would create their candle to decide what would be the best design to have their candle be burning the longest. The different relevant science concepts that are in this standard would be to develop multiple solutions. So there might not be one specific way to have a candle burn the longest. The students will come up with many different ways as to why a candle will burn as long as it would and explain why they decided to choose the candle they did. Another one is to analyze and interpret data. So they'll be observing different candles and deciding why the data they collect, the similarities and differences in those findings as to why they make their decisions. It has been just a little bit over an hour and I just blew out the candles. This is the large candle. As you can see, there's not much of a dent. There's still the burning wax inside. The medium candle, a little bit of a change. And then the small candle has quite a bit of melted wax sitting inside of it. So students would make the observations on what candle they think would last the longest. If I had to say, it would most definitely be the biggest candle with no coating. Next, students would write down why they think this happened, why the wax burns fast, and come up with their own design.